welcome to Sweet Tomato Vine Homestead. I'm Linda. In today's video, I'm going to be starting up some more seeds, y'all. I have in my hand some kohlrabi seeds, some spinach seeds, some rutabagas, and some more beets. I want to go ahead and get these started. We're getting some cold weather coming in, and some of these things I'm going to be pulling out, and I'm going to have some extra room for some more plants. And I'm about out of seedlings, except for my onion seedlings over here. Let me show y'all my onion seedlings again. I am so proud of these onion seedlings that I just had to show you these onion seedlings in just about every video, just how big they are. Look at the bottoms, y'all. These are going to be some nice onions when they get planted out into the garden. So I'm so excited about it. And it won't be too long before the onions are going to be getting planted out. But I want to go ahead and start these seeds right now so that we can have some things to put into the garden when I start putting some of these things out. Because whenever I come out here and I see something that's looking bad, like I know some things are going to be looking bad really soon, like those tomato plants. I'm still going to be overwintering some of my peppers. So some of those are going to be coming out and going into the garage. And then we have some other plants like the eggplants. The eggplants are going to be coming out really, really soon. Those ground cherries are definitely about to come out of the garden. So we have a lot of things that we're going to be putting into the garden, and I am excited about that. But I want to go ahead and get these seedlings started, because if we don't have the seedlings, then I'm going to end up just sowing a lot of seeds, just kind of broadcasting them, which is okay, because what I'm mainly shooting for right now are getting some things ready for spring. Some of these things are not going to be ready during the fall, winter month, but they will be candidates for some good fruit during the spring, early spring. So that is what I'm looking forward to. I will be planting some more cabbages, but I can't do it all at one time because, as I said, I've been busy today, and this is as much, well, I got a lot of stuff done, but y'all, I had to come out here and do some hand watering because the wind has been blowing so much that some of the things that are not on drip just were dry and laid over. So that is what I spent a lot of time doing. Hand watering takes a lot of time in my garden because I have a lot of different plants that are in smaller containers. So that's a food for thought for next season, to try to get rid of some of these planters or pots that don't have irrigation running to them. I love my Dollar Tree stackables, but I have not figured it out yet. And y'all, I'm about to figure it out. I am about to figure out how to get that irrigation set up properly to those Dollar Tree stackables. But that's another video for another day. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get some soil into these containers, and we're going to get some of these seeds planted up. So I'm going to go ahead and fill my containers. Y'all, these are some reused containers. These are some that I have already gotten the plants from. Some of the stuff that I already have planted out into the garden. And so I think what I'm only going to fill up 6 of these. So I'll go ahead and see if I can get these filled up, and then I think I have 6 things that I want to get planted up today. So let's go ahead and try to take care of this part, and I'll just be happy to get these done. I'm going to have to move my shelving unit from the front where I had it on the north side of the house. I'm going to move it over to the south side of the house because it will be able to get more sunshine over here on this side of the house, because as the winter months set in, we're going to be needing a place to put our seedlings that is getting more sun, because it's going to be so much cooler over on the north side of the house during these winter months. It was really good during those hot summer months when there was too much heat, and we did not want those tender brassicas to have, be overheated. So that is why I put those on the north side of the house. But I am now fixing to have to move that shelving unit and bring it over to the south side. So that will, I'll probably go ahead and do that today so that I will not have to leave these sitting right here. I want them to be where they can get plenty of sunshine, but I want them to also be protected from the wind, because those strong winds could possibly blow this right off this table. So we're going to move that unit around here and put it against the wall where it'll be more stable, and these plants will be able to be in a more secure area and not getting blown out. Because y'all, I would hate to do all this and come back out here and then these containers were laying over on the ground because they done got blown over by the wind. Okay, so I think this is enough soil for these. So let's go ahead and get some in these. Go ahead and get some plants planted up. Okay, so the first one I am going to do is going to be my kohlrabi. This is some purple kohlrabi. If you all see, the picture has gone. Picture's about gone on this kohlrabi. I've torn this pack in half, but I still have some seeds in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these seeds planted. And I am going to just sprinkle some seeds in here and hope that, you know, I get good germination. So that was my purple kohlrabi. I'm gonna go ahead and label these while I am putting them in. As you can see, I put them, those little seeds are right on top of the soil. Okay, I do not believe this, but I guess I should. That I have a marker that does not work. This is not gonna work either for me to put those seeds on top because I do not want to get my seeds moist. Let me get a working marker. Okay, so that was my purple kohlrabi. Go ahead and see if I can get a label made with this one. Okay, yeah, this one works. Because if you can, you want to go ahead and get these labeled, because if you don't, these brassicas all look alike once they come up. Until they start to bear fruit, they're almost identical. Now, you probably could tell that purple kohlrabi because those leaves on it are going to be purple. But they will resemble purple cabbage. So, it still be hard to tell exactly what they are. Okay, so now I have some green kohlrabi. I'm going to put these right next to them. And I'm going to be, you know, putting more seeds than one in here so that I can get more seedlings. Okay, so that's my green kohlrabi. That is what it will be looking like. And the next one is going to be some rutabagas. Y'all, I love rutabagas, and I just couldn't believe that I did not, well, I'm not sure. I don't think that I have any planted. So I was like, okay, it's time to get the rutabaga planted. I need to be sure that I have some rutabagas, not having any doubts. So now we have some planted. We'll be keeping an eye on them for some germination so that we can get them planted out into the garden so we can get some as soon as possible. Next one, we're going to be doing some of this Bloomsdale long-standing spinach. I do have some Bloomsdale long-standing spinach in the garden. Not very much, though. So I need to get more. Now, these seeds are larger. These are some larger seeds. These are some larger seeds. Go ahead and I'm going to put them like on top of the soil, and then I'm just going to press them down some. And I would like to have a lot of these, so I'm just going to broadcast them on top like that. And then I'm just going to mash them down into the soil. Some of these got kind of close. Press them into the soil. How many things is it? 3? I done made another one right here. Let's see. We're going to see how that works out. Okay, so that is our spinach. I have some parsley right here and also some cilantro. I'm going to save that to plant the next time that I plant something. Those two can wait. there's no urgency for those two. Although I do think I have some cilantro out here, so I'll look for that. But that was my spinach. And then I have another spinach. This is the spinach that I'm not so crazy about. I told you all I planted some of this before, and look at those seeds. But this was not one of my favorite spinach. Matter of fact, it was not so much like spinach at all. It's not the spinach that I'm used to. Sometimes you have to go along with some things, but right now I'm not wanting to go along with that. I'm gonna go along with this. Now, this is something that I love so much, and I don't have any out here. This is some curly kale. This is one of my favorites. And in my garden, there is no curly kale. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to plant these curly kale, and we're going to make sure that we get a lot of it. I'm going to store quite a few seeds on here so I can have a lot of seedlings. And y'all, I will be planting some more. I will be starting some more seeds in the days to come. But this was kind of urgent here because I did not have any curly kale. Now look how beautiful that is. I had a lot of it last season, and it was so delicious. I enjoyed it so much. One thing that about it, though, you have to kind of massage those leaves, especially if you're going to be eating it raw. But it is so delicious. Massage it with some olive oil and go ahead and put your seasonings in there and chop it up. And then go ahead and put your other salad around it. It is so delicious. So let me go ahead and make a label for it so that I will not forget what it is. This is my curly kale. I have some kale that I planted over there, and y'all, for the longest, I could not remember. I saw that the label said F kale, and I was like, okay, F kale. What is F kale? And it just occurred to me the other day that it was a flowering kale. So it's really, you know, it's more of an ornamental kale. And I could not think of what that was for the longest. And so sometimes it's best, I started to just put C kale, but I probably could remember the C kale, but that F kale, it had me stumped for a while. So I'm going to go ahead and make this label, though. That's my curly kale. And the last one that I'm going to be doing today over here is going to be some beets, because I've noticed that I don't have as many beets in the garden as I want. And I'm just going to start with this one today. I'm going to start with this. This is a beautiful beet. Go ahead and plant this. And y'all, don't think that you have to stop just because your weather is getting cool. Don't think that you have to stop planting. If you have somewhere in your garden that you can put some stuff, if it is not covered in snow, even if you have snow in your area right now, I know it's too early. People think that you don't want to put things in your house. I really don't want to plant anything and have it in the house right now. It's early in the season for having stuff in the house. But if you have a patio, if you have somewhere that you can start some of these things out here love the cool weather. They're going to be happy about coming out and being planted outside. I'm going to leave these outside. I'm not taking these inside and put them underneath my grow light. These are going to stay outside in the garden where they can get up, enjoy these cool temperatures and be able to grab up what little sunshine is out here. And so I'm excited about planting things all year round. And I know some people may not feel like they can plant, but it's worth a try. If you have a spot that is not just covered in snow, you know, go ahead and try to get some things planted. Go ahead and plant some of these fall and winter plants that's gonna, you know, when you least expect it, you look up and you can go out there and say, well, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna plant these in the ground now. Because with the way that things have changed, the weather has changed, some of these things may surprise you when they will start showing up and when you will be able to put them outside into your garden. So go ahead and have them ready, though. If you don't have them ready, then you're not going to be able to do that. I don't think I want to put these in my pocket, though. I'm going to go ahead and put those right there. And I am going to put these other ones back in there. Y'all, I looked at my seeds. At one point, I had all my seeds all straight and everything. So now my seeds are about to be back the way that they were. But sometimes it be like that because you're busy. You're getting your stuff done. Main thing you don't want to do, you don't want to get these seeds wet, though. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to move them out of the way. I'm going to sprinkle a little water on these seeds. I'm not worried about putting any vermiculite on these seeds, but these big seeds like these spinach seeds, and y'all, I'm taking this out of this bag. Y'all remember I lost one of these, but I found it, but I thought it was in a bag, but I'm gonna take this one out of the bag because the cereal is getting really low and I don't want it to end up going to the trash with my trowel in it. But I am going to sprinkle just a little bit of potting mix on top of these huge seeds. When you got some big seeds, you can go ahead and put that soil on top of them. You don't want to overdo it, but you can go ahead and put some on there. And I'm going to make my label for these beets. I'm going to put on here that these are the striped beets. And then I'll know what I'm looking for when I see them growing. So these are the striped beets. That's not what they are called, but that's how I am going to label them. And I got my hose right here. And I know that y'all can tell that it is about to get dark out here. But I just want to make sure that this soil and these seeds are making good contact with each other. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move my shelving unit around to this side of the house so that I can put those seedlings on there. Okay, so these are my pansies that I am going to be planting up real soon. I'm going to be putting these out into the garden. But y'all, these pansies do not look good to me because they're leggy and they just don't look good. And so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to give these a nice cut. I'm going to cut them low. Just cut all of this wiriness off, this brown. Go ahead and even cut those flowers off. I want these to look like they look when I bring them from the nursery, when I plant them out. And these right now are not looking like that. And I planted some of them like this and I was not happy with them at all. They are beginning to look better, but I am going to be gradually getting them cut down the same way I'm getting these cut down. Make sure that I got it all. Get the part out that, see if I can kind of, you know, dust that off, knock them. Don't leave all that in there. And these could go down just a little bit more. And there's still some decay matter down in there. Go in there, those some leaves that were in there. Okay, so now I am going to spray them. And this spray is coming from my NEWTRY fertilizer injector. So it contains some fertilizer. It has some more bloom and some fish emulsion in it. And right now they are getting fertilized with some nitrogen, and they have that more bloom that is going to help them to flower. So they're going to green up and they're going to put on their beautiful flowers again. Okay, so let them drain for just a second. And then we're going to take them and put them on the shelf. Okay, so this is my shelf, and these are the plants that I have brought around here and put on the south side of the house where they'll be getting more sunshine and it'll be warmer on this side than it is on the other side now that the cool weather has set in. And right here are some of my onions that I did not up pot yet. So these are still kind of crowded. This is my Dusty Miller. And y'all, Dusty Miller grows really slow in the beginning until it gets really established, and then it starts to grow fast. So mine has started to grow faster now, but it took a while for the Dusty Miller to take off. And I have some in the house that is the same way, but it is already looking very beautiful. Right here, I have some collards. I see that there is a Napa cabbage that got mixed in with that. Right here is some purple cabbage. These are the ones that I just planted, my striped beets, the curly kale, the spinach, rutabagas, purple and green kohlrabi. Down here are the onions that I up potted. These are collards. Those other ones must not have been collards. What were those? Oh, that was a variety of different things. There are also some purple cabbage in there, and these are the collards. Have some more onions right here. These are some that are already up potted. Down here are those pansies that I just gave a trim. And then I have some more Napa cabbage right there that something has started eating on them while they were on the north side of the house. But they are around here now where they can catch a spray. And I think I'll go ahead and give them a spray also so that they can be able to fight off those bugs. But I'm happy to have these plants around here. And they're going to be at, where I can grab them right quick and go ahead and put them in, because these temperatures, as I said, are going to be getting cooler. And I don't want to run all around the house. I want to have a certain area that I'm going to be sticking to and doing my planting, and that is close to my garden. So I hope that y'all have enjoyed this video today, and that you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and go ahead and hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload a new video. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.